How we doing, Billis? Welcome back to another Shroomy TV video on the crypto market, looking at Bitcoin and its bear flag and the 80k CME gap, which are we going to finally fill after we've had it open for a couple months now. Looking at Bitcoin at its 4-year lows, looking at the total crypto market cap and the patterns it's playing out, another bear flag, and looking at the S&P, the stock market, the 500 biggest stocks. Are they about to roll over here and again go into a 4-year cycle low like we've seen back in October of 2022? Again, from the 2021 peak for the stock market down to the bear market lows up to the 2.618 Feb, where, as we can see, we have been stalling out at for a very long time now. And as we can see, it has been about 137 days here. And just like we've seen with this kind of double top before we had that tariff correction back in April of last year, we're now got another round in top, distribution here, distribution there. To me, losing key support as well. I think of the indices, the stock market goes down, I think crypto's going to go even lower. I already think crypto's going lower, but this just justifies my case. Anyway, before we get into the rest of the video, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, and everyone else, please smash the like button, as it would be greatly appreciated, and let's get into this video. So here's my issue. I'm already bearish on crypto, and then I look at the stock market and it looks like it wants to roll over. I'm not saying it's gonna. Yes, we're just under all-time highs, about 7,000, but the fact we've been here for so long and it's like a rounding top, which again we can see similar to the last all-time high in 2021. Again, that 4-year cycle, kind of January 2022 was the high, and then 4 years later, January 2026, we're putting in a similar kind of top. Again, last time we then corrected 27% for the stock market. So again, I'm not saying we're going to see similar, but if we did, it could take us down quite a big chunk. And by no means, I'm more clued up on crypto than I am on the stock market, but just, again, it looks similar. We have the 2022 January top, 2026 January top, 4-year on, 4-year high, 4-year high. Get the 4-year low. Are we going to come in for another 4-year low? Again, this kind of rounding top, which you can see we're breaking down from, and we've struggled to get above, as I've previously shown, for 137 days there. You can see in this area, we're just struggling, and now we seem to be breaking down. So, for me, I think the stock market is going to start correcting here. I think the correction's already starting, coming into a 4-year cycle low, which I'm expecting a 4-year cycle low for the total crypto market cap, which, as we can see, has been from the October high coming down, bear flag coming down, and another bear flag at the minute, which I think will break to the downside. And yeah, just like we've seen from the March 2024 high, we can see this kind of correction channel where price came up, chopped around, broke up. We had a fallen wedge, we broke up, bull flag, broke up. And this was kind of like a rising wedge. So we then had this rising wedge, we broke down, bear flag, broke down, bear flag. So if we're going by the basic chart patterns that we can see on the screen, I'm expecting this to come down lower. And that would tie up with the stock market looking the way it is. The Nasdaq 100 kind of looking the way it is as well, similar to the S&P 500. And yeah, first, could we go up to this 81k CME gap, which I've been on about from the start of February on this channel? That has been left open. A huge magnet of liquidity at 80k, potential to fill the 80k CME gap before heading to the 4-year lows later this year. That has been my theory on this channel for a little while, but I've been open to the fact we could just leave the CME gap open and come lower. But the fact that Bitcoin is now about 4 or 5k away from filling the CME gap, which, you know, we just fill CME gaps constantly when they open, usually a lot quicker than we have on this one, but we've not filled it yet. I think we could fill it before heading lower. And again, as I marked out on this chart, come down, bear flag, come down, bear flag, but this 81k CME gap is still there. So again, if we actually look at the previous three 4-year cycle lows and highs, it's looking like a carbon copy. We just look kind of halfway through the process, to be honest, and that is why I'm bearish. and this just adds confidence. The stock market adds confidence. The crypto market, the patterns on screen that I've marked out, simple technical analysis. I can delete the mess on the chart now. Yeah, come down, correction, break up, falling wedge, break up, bull flag, break up. Come down, correction pattern, then this bear flag, and then we break and we lose this massive support that we've had all the way up this white trend line. And that was about the start of February. And again, that was about the time I flipped bearish on this channel. Unfortunately, my 5-year thing was out the window, and it confirmed kind of the 4-year cycle and the 4-year bear market. Not 4-year bear market, the 4-year highs, the 4-year lows, which this this chart kind of epitomizes the 2013 high, 4 years later the 2017 high, 4 years later 2021 high, 4 years later 2025 high, and the 4-year lows 2014-15, 2018-19, 2023-24, sorry 22-23, and then later this year I would expect another 4-year low. And I know I'm getting comments saying that everyone's cottoned on to the 4 years low by now, but I disagree. There's loads of bottom calling already. People saying the bottom's in. And yeah, people just saying this is a mid-cycle correction, 5-year cycle. I was part of the 5-year cycle theory. I was open to it on my thesis. And yeah, I flipped a couple months back and turned bearish. And so far it's been proven right so far. And I think we can still go lower. So yeah, that is my take on the market. Still think Bitcoin's going lower. Could fill the 80k CME gap before continuing this bear flag down. And yeah, I think whilst we've had price capitulation, we're down 50%. I still think we can get more price capitulation. But another thing's the time capitulation. As I said, bear markets are roughly a year, and so far from October high, we're about half a year. Not even half a year, but price capitulation, time capitulation, market makers making sure everyone's ran for the hills before eventually reversing the market like we've seen out of the lows in 2014-15, like we've seen out of the lows in 2019, like we've seen out of the lows in 2022. And I will see it again, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident of it. I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere. I don't think crypto's going anywhere. It's a very new asset, as we can see. We've had 3 previous cycles, and this is the 4th cycle, but it looks like they're just repeating so far. And yeah, I think we could fill the CME gap before rolling over. And yeah, that's just how I am. Let's keep monitoring the stock market on this channel and see if my thesis of us rolling over here is going to play out. Because if we do roll over, I think crypto is going to follow suit. Even though crypto's already down 50% from the highs, and the stock market's only down about 5% at the minute. I think if the stock market rolls over, I think crypto's going to follow even harder, basically. So yeah, that is kind of my thoughts at the minute. And again, as I mentioned in previous videos, if I look at Tether dominance, which is when that goes up, it's bearish for crypto, and when it comes down, it's bullish for crypto. Again, it just looks like another bull flag, similar to how we had from November to February before we broke that key range. It looks like another one's forming. And again, well, we get another 4-year cycle high for USDT dominance, Tether dominance, like we've seen back again late 2022, November 2022, when it peaked at about, it wicked about 9.4%, similar to how we've seen in June in 2022. So again, the signs are there for me to be bearish. I've been bearish for a little while now, and I hate being bearish. I hate making bearish videos. It sucks, but I just need to be honest with how I'm feeling and what I'm seeing in the charts. So Bitcoin looks like it's in this massive correction channel, like we've seen these 3 times, which each time's corrected 80 odd percent, 80 odd percent, just under 80%, if that's accurately measured. And right now we're about 50% down. So again, I think there could be more room to run here for Bitcoin to go lower. I think what we're seeing on the chart right now is another bear flag, similar to the one we've just seen play out. It's another one in play. I think we could get to 81k first before rolling over, which is this massive CME gap we've left open from the start of February. And then again, I believe the 4-year cycle low is going to repeat. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, I just say I think it will. I think total crypto market looks terrible here. I think it's going to go lower. Again, 4-year cycle low, like we've seen in November of 2022, like we've seen in December of 2018, 4-year low, 4-year low, 4-year low. I'll just clone that again. Don't know why I've not got one in here. Clone. But again, what we can see in here is what I've written is like bear market steals in this area, loads of accumulation to get in cheap prices in the market. Again, same in here, bear market prices cheap, which is what I think's coming later this year. And then stock market, let's see if this rolls over or not. Again, I'm not an expert, I'm just posting my opinion, journaling my thoughts on the market in a video context, speaking into a mic. And yeah, by no means claiming to be an expert, by no means claiming any of this is going to play out. It's just what I see in the market. And then I can watch the videos back in a month, 6 months, 5 years, 10 years, 25 years. I'll watch these videos back and be like, either what an idiot or he was spot on. So yeah, I've not deleted any videos on this channel. I'm just simply posting my thoughts. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. If people gain insights or find it valuable, then good. If they find it not valuable or they do the opposite of what I do because they think I'm wrong, fair enough. And we'll just go from there. I'll keep making videos. I enjoy making videos, and I'll just keep doing that throughout the whole bear market, which we're in, where 99% of crypto content creators run for the hills, stop making videos. I'm still here showing up, giving my thoughts on the market. And yeah, whereas a lot of influencers, that's the wrong word, a lot of content creators will be acting bullish so they get more likes and views, and I simply can't be from what I'm seeing in the chart. Bull flag on stablecoin dominance, which is bearish. Bear flag on crypto, on Bitcoin, which is bearish. Bear flag on the total crypto market cap, bearish. Stock market looks like it wants to roll over in distribution, bearish. And yeah, that's just what I see in the market at the minute. So that's going to be all for this video. A shorter one than yesterday's video, which I thought was decent. So yeah, if you are still here, please smash that like button, and I will see you in the next one.